Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to Women Who Rock with Success, which is an award-winning show for professional women. We profile a collective of amazing women who are thriving to build their brand. Women are handpicked in various fields who can provide credible information to build your business and lifestyle. We are live each Thursday at 9 a.m. Central Time, followed by our latest brand, Women Who Rock Investigates. To learn more about us, go to our website at www.womenwhorockwithsuccess.com. Now, let's join our podcast host in the studio, Mrs. Diane Winbush.
Women Who Rock with Success complies with the rules and terms according to the Federal Communications Commission podcast guidelines. The views and opinions expressed by our guests are their own, and their appearance on our digital media platforms does not imply an endorsement of them or any entity they represent. All guests who embrace our media stations are experts who are licensed in their fields of occupation. All rights reserved.
Hey, good morning, and welcome to our second episode of Women Who Rock with Success Media. And so thank you so much for tuning back in with us from our previous session. And so our next couple of sessions is going to be dealing with some songwriters, song artists, and musicians who are paving the way to the studios for, success in their careers in music. So we want to welcome our first guest in that field, and her name is none other than Miss BabyRay. So good morning and welcome. Good morning.
Hello?
And good morning. Do we have BabyRay in the studio with us?
Hi. Thank you for having me. I'm so sorry about that. The phone just cut out, and it was.
That's fine. We are so gracious to be able to have you on the show on today and to be able to learn a little bit about the next step on stage. And so, yes, this is your host, Ms. Diane Winbush, and so thank you for being with us on today. And so we want to kind of learn a little bit about you. We kind of like to kind of get a feel of all of our guests as to how they got started and, kind of what inspired them to be able to make that move in their career and what have you. So share a little bit about us, and why did you choose music as an occupation of industry?
Sure. I kind of always knew that I wanted to be a singer. I grew up as a dancer first, so I was heavily influenced by Michael Jackson right from the very beginning, and I was just really shy about my singing, even though I knew I could sing and I knew it was what I wanted to do, but I held back with that for a really long time. And during the pandemic in March 2020, I decided that, it was my last year of high school. I had to decide, what I wanted to do with the rest of my life. And I sat down and was like, okay, if you don't try to pursue music, you already failed yourself. So I had to try. I bought all of my studio equipment, and I taught myself how to mix and master and how to release my own music. And, I released my first single on June 2nd, 2020. and I've been releasing since then.
Okay, wow, awesome. So do you feel that the pandemic kind of perhaps maybe restructured some things for you in life?
Yeah, it did. It gave me that opportunity to slow down and figure out what I needed to do.
Okay. And so our next question is, so you're one of your genres is R&B. So tell us a little bit about that as to, I guess, why you, chose that genre. We know that you stated about Michael Jackson. That was one of your kind of mentors that kind of helped you to thrive in the music industry. So, and I think he does pop and perhaps maybe R&B also. So what decided you to choose R&B?
Well, I love R&B music as it is. I love that soulful music, just listening to really, really good vocals. I grew up on a lot of Aaliyah, Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston. So, yeah, those are some big inspirations of mine. And just listening to their music, I wanted to do the same.
Okay, great. So the next question is going to be kind of maybe challenge or not challenging. So BabyRay, and then you also have a baby voice as well.
Yes.
So tell us why you chose that stage name.
Well, yeah, so like you said, I have a very baby voice. My singing voice is also very high-pitched, baby-like. My whole look is I have a baby face as well. I'm 5 foot. Mm-hmm. I'm just, the little baby. And my name is Rachel, so my nickname is Ray.
Okay, great. Because I saw your cover album as well, and I was like, okay, so here we got the name, and then we have the face, that's the baby, and then we have the voice, and so that's baby as well. So that's interesting. That is so interesting. So we want to talk about one of your albums that you just released called "Take You Away." So we want to talk about the topic of that name, and then also what are some of the takeaways from the song that you would like for the listeners to grasp from this release of yours?
Yeah, well, this is my song of the summer. I wanted to Take You Away a super fun, upbeat song you can vibe to, that everyone can vibe to, all ages. So it's a very playful song. It's I found the beat on YouTube about a really, really talented. The name doesn't come to mind right now, unfortunately, but as soon as I heard the beat, I was like, yes, this is my song of the summer. And, it wasn't really hard to write it. I made it as playful as possible.
Okay, great. So what are some of the previous stages that you have appeared on? I know this one just came out, so are there some previous stages that you have appeared on for the listeners to be able to perhaps maybe go back and follow up even with some of that music, or is this your first release?
Sure, yeah. I've been releasing songs for about 2 years now. You can find me on all platforms as BabyRay, BabyRay, one word. Okay. I have the song that came out right before Take You Away is called Let You Go. Very powerful song, so please check that out. One that I can say that is my favorite is Wish That I Knew, so check that out as well.
Okay. So we know that I think Michael Jackson, I know you mentioned him, and so we know that, of course, he's been gone for a few years and what have you. So with this new release that you have taken to the stage, Take You Away, so are there any present mentors that perhaps continue to help you to be able to thrive for your music industry?
Yeah, well, I'm a big fan of Chris Brown and Ariana Grande in particularly. The way that their production style is in their songs. So, I mean, they're harmonizing, they're stacking, the vocal arrangements. I am very, very inspired by that and follow that when I make my music.
Okay, great. So now we know that you are a R&B artist from Canada. So what are some of your plans of either touring in America, where we are? Of course, I reside in Tennessee, which is the capital industry of music. And so what are some of your future plans in regards to that?
Yeah, well, I was supposed to go to New York next week. Unfortunately, due to some circumstances, I can't go anymore. But yeah, I was going to perform out there. But in the near future, I was talking with my manager about coming to Miami and hanging out there, traveling around the States, doing shows here and there. So hopefully in the near future, I'll be out there.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, I tell all of the guests that we have that's on the show, past, present, and perhaps even future too, that are musicians, artists, songwriters, and what have you, because Tennessee has a large opportunity for those that, are starting out, those that are intermediate in their careers in music, because this is the capital. You know, we just got through with Elvis Week in Memphis, and what have you, and so it's a lot of rocking and rolling and it's a lot of things that's going on here in the state of Tennessee. So that would, kind of even enhance, some of the work that you all are doing, from Canada even to Tennessee. And so, I know it takes a while to commute, but you're on Spotify and so many other platforms in order to be able to share. So, when we have our festivals here in Tennessee, Dollywood, Opryland, the Grand Ole Opry, there are so many opportunities. And so I try to share that with all of the guests that are on the show that's in the music field to kind of give them a little open space as to some ideas of what they can be able to think about as far as enhancing their platforms and their tours. So that's going to be the next question in regards to tours. Are there any upcoming tours that you have had or that you have had in the past that you would like to share with the audience?
I haven't had a tour so far. I am in the middle of planning one. I don't think it's going to be outside of Canada just yet. So, yeah, there's one in the talks, but not anything set in stone just yet.
Okay, that's fine. And so as I was telling one of our previous guests on the show that's also a music artist as well, I was mentioning to her that Tennessee is actually where Justin Timberlake came from. I think he's about his hometown and what have you. It's like an hour away. So, it's many possibilities, and of course I know that Canada is your base platform and what have you, but just wanted to kind of give you some more avenues to be able to think about and look upon and what have you. So let's talk about stage. So when you go on the stage and you perform, what is some of the things that you expect for your fans to be able to see? Because like I was explaining to one of the guests and stuff, sometimes people, they look at, okay, I'm going out on the front stage, I got on my costume, I got all my makeup, I got my hair done and what have you, and things. And sometimes people forget about what it is that the message that they want to be able to send to their fans instead of the, of course we want them to jump up, yay, here comes BabyRay. We want that. But, what is something like a lasting impression that you expect that your audience to be able to retrieve from you once you're on stage and then after the stage?
Oh, well, like I said before, I'm a dancer, so performing is literally my favorite thing in the whole world. I love performing. So from my performances, I like to have my audience leave with the impression that, she's here to stay. She's not going anywhere. She is going to be that star on top of the world. Like, you see it now, you see, the beginning stages, but I'm here to stay.
Okay, great. So some of the long-term goals that you would like to see in the music industry as far as touring, you can be able to share with the audience what are some of the long-term goals that you would like to see as a music artist? Would you like to, I think one of our guests said, in the next 5 years I would like to win a Grammy or what have you. And so, of course, we know that is work, diligent work to be able to do that. And I'm pretty sure with some of the things that person has, they can be able to succeed in that. So like a long-term goal, what would you like to share with the audience as to where you would want to be in the music industry?
Within the next 5 years, I would like to have gone on a world tour. I would like to have had that set up. I'm going, all the way to even Japan, the other side of the world, where I'm doing these big shows for, different countries, stuff like that.
Great. So is there anything that you would like to leave with the audience?
Anyone who's listening that, wants to make music and, is just a little afraid to take that first step, just do it. If I didn't do it, I wouldn't be here, and I would be pursuing something that I have zero interest in. So if you are a young artist, keep going, stick to it. If you love it, do it. But yeah, I am BabyRay. I hope you enjoyed listening and talking to me. You can follow me on all of my social medias at Iam_BabyRay.
Okay, absolutely. And so where can they be able to find your music, BabyRay? Where can they be able to find your music and search you up and listen to it and just lay back in a hammock and say, okay, we got BabyRay for the rest of the afternoon?
Yes. Well, you can find me on all streaming platforms. So Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, Deezer, whatever it may be. I'm on everything. Check out some of my music videos as well on YouTube. On YouTube, it's I Am BabyRay, all one word. So, check me out.
Okay, wonderful. So, BabyRay, thank you so much for stopping in the studio, having the opportunity to be able to speak with you. Hopefully, in the next 5 years, we'll see you on those world tours with China and perhaps Tennessee and the United States, too. So, we hope to be able to see you as to the fulfillment that you desire for your music industry. So you all follow us right back here in the next top of the hour at 11 o'clock, and we'll have another episode for you here on Women Who Rock with Success Media. Everyone, take care and follow us over to the next episode. BabyRay, thank you so very much for being with us on today.
Thank you so much for having me.